Morning. Well, let me spin this round. Let's have a look. We have a seriously frothy pond, but it is for a reason. Yesterday I did some scrapes because I've got a few of them flashing again. Scraped 4 fish. Upset myself a little bit as well because I damaged one of my fish. My chag got its leading ray caught in the landing net, even though it is a specialised koi net. Even a rubberised koi net too, and still got it caught on it and slightly tore it, but I'm just hoping that in time it'll heal back up. But yeah, we have fluke treatment in. Scraped 4 fish and found nothing till I got to the chag. But the chag and the big kahaku, which is, let's see if we can get the big kahaku down here. They've been flashing quite a lot, and then the other one was doing as well. I've just banged them a little bit of food on. The feeder doesn't go off till 10 o'clock, so I've just put my bit on, give them a bit of something to eat. But now the pond water is not only frothy from protein, it's really frothy from the fluke treatment. So everything other than the fluke treatment up to press is doing all right. I gave the pump a service yesterday, which was super easy in comparison to using the old one. Sorry, not the old one, but the being able to shut the valves off was far easier, and as you can see there, no wet floor, no spillage, no leakage, everything went perfect. But yeah, the fish got its peck. This is rubberized, it's like a rubber coating over it, but it's still got its peck caught in it. It's torn its peck, so I'm a bit pissed off of that one. We're trying something a little bit different, so I will be handing over to our Daz very shortly for him to fill you in with a little bit of info, which is trying in a bit of a trial, so to speak, with the fry from the Grown Show with a difference. Let me know what you think. Drop me your comments in below. Daz will explain all, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Welcome back to the GKP, everybody. As you can see, we're in the mini Munga tunnel. Fish are doing fine. I'll show you those in a minute. And yeah, we're starting a little sub-trial, let's call it, for the Grow Out With a Difference. This is a food trial that we're trying. I was talking the other night with Ricky, and he raised a valid point. We've got 3 identical tanks here as a controlled experiment. It'd be interesting to try different foods on all 3 and see which produces the best growth. Now, we've all been struggling with koi tanks on koi foods, and Ricky's been looking into some high-end dog foods. The not the tin stuff, the kibble kind of food. And my daughter, she works at a pet shop that just deals mainly in high-end dog foods. So I thought, right, I'll get down there, go through them all with her, pick out the best ones, and we'll set up a little trial. So what we've done, we've selected a high-end cat food, a very high-end dog food, and we're going to run Ricky's food alongside as a control. So we'll have the 3 different foods on 3 different vats, and after so many months we will assess it and see which fish are doing the best, and then switch them all to that food. Right, I'll just crack on and show you a few of the fish. This is Gaz's tank. Some of these fish are pushing 4.5, 5 cm now. They're not doing bad. They're not doing as good as some of the other people, but they've got theirs in fish tanks with heaters going on, which is a lot hotter than it is here. The weather has really shafted us on this challenge. But yeah, they're all looking lively. They're all feeding well. And I'm starting to get the colours coming up a bit more. I can see some have changed since last weekend. There's a shy. Always hiding from the camera, just like Vicky. There's my tank. They've all run away. Where are you? I think we're getting some food. We've already fed them once today. Right, so back to the food. I'll just give you a quick rundown because my eyesight's terrible. I need some close-up reading glasses and I can't look at the writing on these things. I mean, how do they expect you to read all this shizzle? Right, well, let's go over the main things. Crude protein, 40%, which isn't bad for a food, especially for fry. Fat content, blah de blah de blah, all the other stuff's just, yeah, whatever. Down to the nitty gritty, this is a very high fish percentage diet. Let's have a quick recap here. This is what's in it: salmon, whole herring, flounder, whole hake, whole rockfish, whole sole. Raw salmon, raw herring, raw flounder, raw hake, raw whole rockfish, raw whole sole, dehydrated herring, dehydrated sardine, dehydrated pollock, dehydrated mackerel, dehydrated blue whiting, whole red lentils, whole peas. Now you get your protein from your peas. I've used ground up pea powder as a high protein powder before for the tiny fry, and that's like 80% to 90% protein. So that's rocket fuel. Whole green lentils, lentil fibre, whole pinto beans, sunflower oil, herring oil, whole navy beans, never even heard of that one. Raw New Zealand green mussels, good stuff. Dried kelp, again good stuff. Fresh whole butternut squash, fresh whole pumpkin, dried chicory root,
fresh whole apples, fresh whole carrots. You see all the things like the carrots and the veg, that's good for the colour. So it's got a bit of colour food in there as well. Fresh whole pears, fresh whole zucchini, Mojave yucca, fresh green beans, fresh kale, fresh spinach. It's all good stuff. Fresh turnip greens, whole cranberries, whole blueberries, whole Saskatoon berries, turmeric. That's in Rick's Munger Mix, turmeric. Milk thistle, that's for your liver. Burdock root, lavender, marshmallow root, and rose hips. Rose hips again, that's a really good colour enhancer. So yeah, some good stuff in there. There's not a lot of rubbish. A few trace elements, but I don't think we really need to know about those. But yeah, that looks like a good food. I'll try and read the cat one. Oh my God, I need a microscope to read that. See if it says anything on the front. No. God. See if I can zoom in on this, see if you guys can read any of this. My daughter read it out to me in the shop and it sounded good stuff, but Jesus. I need some kind of code breaker to read this. But I know when she read it out to me, this has got salmon, various fish proteins and such in it. There isn't even a brief summary of the breakdown. It's all in micro print. Let's see if I can read any of this. God, I really need some reading glasses. Well, it contains carp and trout, sterilised rain, fresh meat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got salmon in it as well. This one has got, I think this one's about 38% protein. So again, reasonable protein food. But of the two of them, my bet is on this one. So I don't know how we're going to do this. Whether we're going to draw straws to see who gets the really good food against the mediocre food, or do we just let Gaz have the really good food, because he's going to win anyway. Oh. Right, well, let's have a little look at it. Next challenge, the bag. Go hands free. I'll cat one first, that's a lot easier to open. Yeah. Obviously a bit big for fry, but I will put these in a coffee grinder and we'll make a crumb mix out of these. So yeah, they look like they will grind up no problem. Oh, this is fancy. Oh, perfect. Again, a nice biscuit, that'll crumb up brilliant in the coffee grinder. So I shall grind a batch of this stuff up and I shall get back to you and we'll test it out on the fish. Catch you in a bit. Right, back fresh from the kitchen. These are the unground pellets. I've just tried a few of these on my way down the garden in the big fish tank with the big kahaku and all the other females, and they've absolutely nailed them. So yeah, fish seem to like it. I've ground all these up. This is the cat food, ground up and then run through a sieve. And when you run it through a sieve, you get two different grades. So you get stage 2 and stage 3 food. So as the fish get bigger, I can give them the bigger crumb. Make sure I don't get the lids mixed up. And this one is the dog marine fish meal. I must say it does grind up very nicely. And again, the bigger pellets So I put it to a vote, democracy and all that, and as you can hear in the background, the sound of a British summer, rain hammering down on the polytunnel. Yes, the democratic vote was Gaz is having the 40% protein fish food, Vicky's having the 35 or 38, whatever that is, and I'm having the control. But at the end of the day, Gaz's fish are growing the fastest because they've got the hottest end of the tunnel nearest the sun, so it's beneficial that growth wise we get the most out of one of the batches at least. So let's see how it goes. See what the fish think to it. See the oils on the top, that's for the fish meal. Seems to like the taste of that. We're having some. Let's try Vicky's food. Whitefish is very elusive. Having a bit of a pyjama day today. Like that. My fish, so I could actually have hold of them. Probably just confused. Right, well, I shall keep this regime going, and I shall give you an update, probably in the next week or two, with hopefully fish that are 10 times the size of my dreams. Thanks for watching. Look forward to the next update. See you then. The next one, guys, is, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and believe it or not, just underneath there, right in this little bit here, there's a clown loach living behind that back of that rock. There is also a pleck, a little pleck behind there, but I've lost my big pleck. It died last week at the grand old age of 15. So what I'm thinking about doing is next time I go down to Daz's is bringing some of my grow and show with a difference fry home and putting some of them in here, maybe a shoal of 10 or so, and giving them a little bit of a indoor, growing them on at 26 degrees. So, because this tank is now looking rather empty. There we go. Shout out to all you channels out there. Key Sky Haven, thank you very much, love. Received your coffee cup. Everybody else's. All the channels, guys, go check them out. We've got Bubbling Fins. We've got see, we've got Twisted Koi, Koi Central, Dave, Koi Karma, Rocket Boy, Pond Life, Dorset Koi, Koi Talk, Daz's Koi Farm, Jim is what I do, DT Koi, Telford Koi Pond, Seaver's Pond,
All the rain for the koi soldier and a Finland lass. But yeah, thank you very much. So that's the next project. Get some fry growing on in there again. Next problem I've got is the UV bulb is blown in here. It's only 2 weeks old. So that's obviously a faulty bulb. I've also got my Kajaku in there, and that's covered in fungus. So that's taken a knock and got a horrible starlings. They're coming in for a little bit of something to eat. They're coming down for something to drink. Not very bothered. It's literally about 2.5–3 meters from me then. These guys still aren't feeding right at all. Look at all that food on there, just chuffing, leaving it, not even touching it. 10 to 8, so it's been on there for 20 minutes. They barely even touched it. And it ain't temperatures, because pond temps now 17.1 degrees. It's a lot warmer in there, but I cannot get these fish to eat. And when they do come up, they start is a bird will come over the top, spook them, and that's it, they're gone. They just come and bit by bit peck away at it till it's gone. Which is one of the reasons why the pond's looking so frothy. It's starting to clear up now though, it's nice, it's becoming clear up. I have been struggling a little bit with clarity. It is becoming clearer, it's not perfect. But it's better than what it was since the blanket weed situation. Anyway, there we go. Not much going on really this week. Next week will be the koi show. So yeah, next week will be the BKKS koi show down at Coventry. We will be down there for both days. So if anybody wants to come over and have a chat, feel free to do so. Come over and say hi. We're going down in a big group. Should be me, Daz, Vicky, Vince, Rocket Boy, Rick, Matt, just to name a few, Ross, the koi guy from over in Ireland. So yeah, there'll be a fair few of us there. We're all stopping at the same hotel, so we should be having a couple of drinks together and a bit of a laugh afterwards. We're having a good old natter and a good old bit of fun, and then back again then for the second day on the Sunday. So yeah, look forward to meeting you if you're going, guys. Usual thing, if you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Till next time, guys, keep smiling. Oh, let me know what you think about the old Daz's experiment. Drop your comments down below. Till then, guys, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on the next one.